Do you have keepsakes at home that need special care? In this video series, we'll talk about museum preservation methods and how you can incorporate these principles into the home. Some of you may have beloved books that you'd like to preserve so you can continue to enjoy them for many years. Preservation helps slow down the natural aging process that all objects go through, but don't be afraid to take your favorite books off the shelf for a read. While some of your items may be well suited to be in a museum, they may have special meanings and memories attached to them. For this reason, we will discuss how you can get the most out of your collection of beloved books. Here are 3 different types of books that need specialized care. A beloved book could be a special edition, for example, a 1911 copy of Legends of Vancouver by E. Pauline Johnson, a poet, writer, artist, and performer of Mohawk and European descent. Legends of Vancouver is a compilation of stories told to Johnson by Squamish chief Joe Capilano. This is a special book in our collection because it chronicles Indigenous perspectives of places nearby, and the book itself is in fair condition for being over 100 years old. We also have a teaching manual that needs extra attention as its binding is coming apart. You may also have sentimental books you'd like to preserve, such as a high school yearbook, a family recipe book, or a scrapbook. You will need a few inexpensive materials to properly care for your books, and may even have some of them in your home already. They are a microfiber cloth, vacuum cleaner with hose attachment, a pair of nylon pantyhose, a soft, clean bristle brush or paintbrush, acid-free tissue paper, which can be found at your local paper supplier or craft store. Regular gift wrap tissue is not recommended, as it is highly acidic and will cause your books to deteriorate faster and yellow over time. Cotton string or twill tape, which can be purchased at your local craft store, and metal or painted bookends. Dust and debris are common attractants of pests and insects which love to feast on paper and books. And so we want to start with a basic cleaning. Before you begin, put on cotton or nitrile gloves to protect the books from your naturally occurring yet harmful oils on your hands. If you don't have gloves, make sure to wash your hands thoroughly before handling your items. To remove dust from hardcover books, take your microfiber cloth and give it a gentle wipe down using even one direction pressure. Softcover books, or books with excess dust and debris, can be gently cleaned using a vacuum cleaner hose attachment covered with a fine screen. To prepare your vacuum, ensure there's no dust in the entry to the nozzle. Cover the opening tightly with a pair of nylon pantyhose to create a screen. Wrap the excess material around the nozzle and secure with a knot. The nylon will ensure that if any pieces dislodge during cleaning, they will not be sucked up by the vacuum. Turn on your vacuum and hold the book with one hand, or add support if necessary. Grasp the covered vacuum nozzle with the other hand. Hold the vacuum at least 1 inch away from the book's pages, and using a soft brush, direct the debris towards the opening. To prepare items for storage, wrap a piece of acid-free tissue around books that are missing their covers, or if you want to add extra protection. In order to reinforce brittle or fragile books, cut a length of twill tape long enough to wrap around the book's length and width, and tie firmly, but not tightly, around the book as if you were wrapping a present. Store your books when you are not reading them in a low light area, away from bright windows to avoid fading of the book covers and pages. Choose a shelf that is away from radiators, furnace pipes, or damp rooms such as basements. Excess heat and moisture will cause books to deteriorate faster. They should be stored upright as we typically see on a bookcase or shelf, and avoid having too many books squished together. Secure books on a shelf with metal or painted bookends so that they don't slump and stress the pages and binding. Here are some extra tips to help extend the life of your items. When taking books off the shelf, avoid pulling by the head cap. Grasp the book in the center of the spine and shift it evenly outwards. When reading books, avoid forcing the book completely flat or bending the pages at an angle to prevent permanent creases and unnecessary strain. When reading your books, flip the pages gently and one at a time. After completing these steps, you will be able to maintain the book bindings and secure fragile components, avoid excess moisture causing mold, limit attraction of pests and insects, avoid unnecessary physical strain during storage or use, and enjoy your books for years to come. Stay tuned for the next installment of Using and Preserving Your Keepsakes. Thank you for watching.